Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I am happy to see you in good health, respected Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I am also happy to see you, my boy. How is your progress in studies?
It is a bit difficult, but alhamdulillah, I try to understand and memorize the lessons we have covered. Respected Sheikh, in the previous lesson, we studied the topic of which actions do not invalidate wudu. Could you please explain which actions do not invalidate wudu?
There are several actions that do not invalidate wudu. First, tears or water that comes from the eyes without illness or excessive crying do not break wudu. It should be known that for wudu to be broken, something impure must come out from the private parts, front or back. Tears themselves are not impure. Therefore, they do not break wudu. But if discharge from the eyes is due to illness, for example, pus in the eyes caused by infection, and this comes out like tears, then this invalidates wudu. Second, blood, pus, or yellow fluids inside a wound or crack that do not flow out do not break wudu. If they flow out and spread, wudu is invalidated. Third, a piece of skin that peels off from a wound does not break wudu. It is similar to cutting the nails. Just like cutting nails does not break wudu, a piece of skin that peels off also does not break wudu. Fourth, moisture from hemorrhoids or liquid that comes out between the toes due to chafing or irritation does not break wudu. Such discharges are considered a natural result of illness or skin irritation. Wudu is only broken when something comes out of the body that is considered impure by Islamic law, like urine, feces, blood, pus, or other impurities from the private parts or wounds. But if the discharge is due to illness like hemorrhoids or chafing between the toes, such discharge does not break wudu to ease hardship. If the discharge is excessive and continuous, the person is considered mazur, excused due to constant discharge, and should make fresh wudu for each prayer. But that is a separate topic. Fifth, if there is dried blood in the mouth or nose that mixes with saliva or mucus, and the amount of blood is less than half, wudu is valid. For example, if you spit and the saliva is pinkish, and the amount of blood is less than half, wudu is valid. But if the saliva is completely red or the blood is clearly more than half, wudu is invalid. The same applies to the nose. If mucus mixes with dried blood and the amount of blood is less than half, wudu is valid. But if there is more than half blood, wudu is invalid. Sixth, if a worm comes out from the ear, nose, or a wound, wudu is not broken. Such worms are considered pure, and the small amount of moisture they may carry does not affect wudu. Seventh, vomiting that does not fill the mouth does not break wudu. Eighth, phlegm that comes down from the head or rises from inside the body does not break wudu, even if it fills the mouth. This is because phlegm is sticky and does not absorb impurity, and the moisture on it is insignificant. This is according to Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Muhammad. According to Imam Abu Yusuf, if the phlegm fills the mouth and comes from inside the body, it invalidates wudu. Ninth, inserting an enema or syringe into the anus and then removing it, without anything coming out except the syringe itself, or if something comes out but it is completely dry and odorless, does not break wudu. No gas or impurity exits the body. However, scholars recommend renewing wudu for peace of mind and precaution. 10th, vomiting a clotted piece of blood does not break wudu. Liquid blood invalidates wudu. But if the blood has clotted and comes out as a solid piece, it does not invalidate wudu. 11th, traces of blood on a used miswak or toothbrush, or on hard fruits that were bitten into, if it is unknown whether the blood is fluid or not, do not break wudu. 12th, blood sucked by insects such as fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, or flies, even if their stomachs are full, does not break wudu. But if a leech falls off after sucking blood, and blood comes out, wudu is invalidated. 13th, shaving the hair, trimming the mustache, or cutting the nails does not break wudu. 14th, sleeping in a sitting position with the buttocks firmly on the ground or seat does not break wudu. because the muscles in the anal area remain tense, making it unlikely that anything exits the body. However, if the support is weak and the muscles relax, wudu is invalidated. It is important to know that sleep itself does not break wudu. The reason wudu is invalidated during sleep is the possibility that gas may exit. So, if someone sleeps in a reclined position and the muscles relax, wudu is invalidated. 15th, sleeping during prayer in standing, sitting, bowing, or prostrating positions does not break wudu. 16th, laughing out loud during funeral prayer or prostration of recitation. During funeral prayer, loud laughter does not break wudu, but it invalidates the prayer. 17th, smiling or laughing so quietly that neither the person themselves nor others can hear it does not break wudu or prayer. But if the person laughs quietly but loud enough for themselves to hear, wudu is not broken, but the prayer is invalidated.
Jazakallahu khairan. Respected Sheikh, I always learn something new from your lessons.
May Allah make you among the scholars and those close to Him. May He increase you in beneficial knowledge, bless your efforts, and guide you always on the straight path. Ameen.